Hi everyone, I'm Juliana with the Zakim Center for Integrative Therapies and Healthy Living at Dana-Farber Cancer Institute. I'm a fitness instructor and yoga instructor at the center. So today I'm going to give you a few tips of doing some stretches that you can do on your desk or doing work or throughout your day when you feel a little bit of stress or you need to take a break. These stretches are usually good for neck, for shoulders, for lower body, for core, just to get your body moving and healthy so you can continue and energize a little bit more throughout your day. All right, so we're going to get started. So just make sure that if you're seated on your desk or on your chair or someplace around you, you just move your chair a little further away from your desk so you have a little bit more space. We don't require any specific equipment here, just enough that you feel your feet supported and your chair and a little bit space behind on the chair so you can move a little bit more freely. So we're going to get started here. So just let your hands rest onto your lap and take a nice deep breath through your nose and a big sigh through your mouth. Just feeling all that stress washing away. Again, take a nice deep breath through your nose. Any anxiety, any drama, just let it go. Again, take one more. And maybe on this one, closing your eyes and just let it go. And just returning to a normal inhalation and exhalation. You can keep your eyes closed, which is a nice way to close those windows right to the outside world. There's so much stimulation with our eyes. Staring at our screens, our computers, just giving a little bit more awareness inwards. You can start to calm down. And your breaths continue to stay deep. Take a nice deep breath in. And with your next exhale, just bow your chin into your chest. We're going to take the left ear to the left shoulder. Try to keep that right shoulder relaxed. You can start to move your arms along the side of the chair. If you like, keep your eyes closed. And as you exhale, like you're drawing with the tip of your nose a little smiley face, you're going to start to drop your chin into your chest. And you're going to bring your left ear to your left shoulder. You can just be aware what's happening with your right shoulder. Let it be relaxed. Once again, take a nice deep breath into the left. And as you exhale, roll your chin into your chest, right ear to the right shoulder. Pause there. Maybe give your left arm a shake, relax. It's really nice to release any stress. And just maybe start to play with the angle of the head, gazing slightly up, maybe diagonally down. Good. And with your next exhale, we're going to roll the chin into the chest. We're going to pause onto the left side. Left ear to the left shoulder, maybe. Give that right arm a little bit of a shake, releasing any tension and stress. And exhale, big softening. If you want, play with the angle of the head, looking diagonally down to your left fingertips or up to the ceiling. You can keep your eyes closed in that one also if you like. And with your next exhale, roll your chin into your chest. And with your next inhalation, we're going to turn the palms up and start to add a little bit of movement. Again, just making sure move your chair away so you're not hitting your desk or anything around you. You're going to start to follow with the neck if that works for you. You're going to inhale, turn your palms up, look up, gaze up. And as you exhale, turn your palms down. Exhale, bring it down. Take one more like that, inhaling. And then bringing your hands to your heart center all the way down, you start to press your right into the left. And we're going to, again, continue to work on to the neck and shoulders by looking over one shoulder and then the other. And you start to feel the pressure onto your wrists. We're going to pause there and take the tips of your fingers and push it into each other. Again, nice release for the wrists as we stay here. As you exhale, relax your hands, lock the fingers. We're going to start to pump this forward. As you start to do this, relax your head down and start to feel a spread into the back. Let the head soften once again. We hold a lot of tension and stress in our shoulders and neck. So we're just letting it go and then start to pump your arms up and up. Wherever up is for you, we're going to start to reach from one side to the other like a big yawn. I'm going to try to feel that your sit bones are really glued to that chair so you get a nice side body stretch, releasing the left hand right arm goes up and over, and then you take it to the other side. Really feeling that breath into the side body. Pause here, all with the left hand on the chair, and roll that shoulder back like a big yawn, like a big air guitar, just releasing the back, the shoulders, getting a little bit more range of motion. That arm is going to go up over your head. We're going to come into a twist by pushing into the chair and finding a twist over to the right. Inhale, lift to the crown of the head. As you exhale, move your right fingertips maybe slightly behind you. Inhale, find a little bit more of a lift. And the exhalation perhaps takes you a little deeper. Try to keep those shoulders relaxed. The last part will be your head looking slightly back. Nice. Inhale, let's take both arms up to the sky. And just engaging your back muscles, pull it down like you start to pull a bungee cord, and you feel your chest opening, the back engaging. Take one more. And exhale again. From here, we're going to take our arms up and just roll the wrists and flick the fingers, and then roll the wrists, flick the fingers. Great. Find that a little bit more reach. We're going to take the right hand this time down, and we're going to go up and over. Just like you're drawing little rainbows up and over onto the ceiling. And just letting that arm release. We're going to pause into the right side, and just like we did on the left, just take a couple of times to roll your shoulders. It can just be the shoulders, it can be the elbow, you can take it bigger depending on your space there, right? Try not to hit your bookcases or whatever you have close by. We're just going to pause there, take a nice deep breath in. Push with that right hand and find a twist to the left. As you inhale, lift to the crown of the head. As you exhale, revolve that left shoulder slightly back. So you're trying to keep your spine nice and tall with the inhalation. And use that length to go a little deeper as you exhale. Maybe the head will go back last. Beautiful. Take a nice deep breath in, take both arms up. And as you exhale, you're pulling it down. And then you slowly bring your hands to your thighs. Take your hands to your thighs and inhale, find a little lifting of the sternum. Little cat-cow here on your chair. Exhale, round your spine. And just start to feel the breath, inhalation, opening the heart, elbows go back. Exhalation, rounding. And then we're going to start to circle it around. Let your head be really relaxed. You can take your circles, elbows soft. And then next time you're in the back, we're going to take the circles to the other side. So again, always starting small. And if it works for you, you can take this bigger. Head is relaxed and soften. And then from here, take a nice deep breath in. Take your arms all the way up. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. We're going to pause here and maybe let the forearms come down. Relax your head. And if it works for you, find a forward fold. Let your body release. Some of you might even hold the elbows and relax the head. Some of you might find the support on the floor or on your legs. Now try to soften the head, relax the jaw. Breathe into your back. And then slowly start to bring one hand and then the other to your thighs. Open your legs a little wider. I'm going to push that left hand to the middle of the left thigh. Reach and then feel that your left shoulder goes to the right, and perhaps you look over your right shoulder, getting a nice stretch to the side body and back. Inner legs as well. Inhale, come back to the center. And let's do the same thing to the other side. So you push into the middle of the thigh, try not to push into the knee. And then take that right shoulder to the left and maybe gazing over your left shoulder, finding a stretch. Excellent. Come back to the center. And we're going to start to move the hips a little bit more side to side. So now we start to open into the front of the hip flexors. Moving and juicing up into the hips, right? We stay so long seated. And just moving it around. Pause here onto the side. I'm going to do a little pelvic tilt. So navel pulling in, tail dropping. So you're going to start to feel a little deeper stretch into the front of that quad. You can stay seated if you like. If you want to take this a little bit higher up, you can slightly come off the chair. But just remind yourself to hold the back of the chair. And if you want to add, you can take that same knee, same arm. So if it's your right knee down, your right arm goes up and over. You should feel a really nice side body stretch. As we come down, we're going to pause here onto the side and add one more twist. Feet are parallel. Inhale, let your arms go up. And as you exhale, turn to the back of your chair and let your hands find that support. So again, inhale, lift to the crown of the head. Try to especially keep that back shoulder relaxed. Push with the back hand and pull with the front hand. Inhale, lengthen the spine, just like we did before. As you exhale, you push with your back hand, you pull with the front hand, so your chest starts to twist. Feels really nice. Relax. As you come back to the center, we're gonna do again that little windshield wiping of the legs so we can get to the other side. So when you feel ready, turning to the side, letting that knee drop, and again, find the support for the chair. And you're playing with your pelvis here so that there's a little pelvic tilt back and forth, right? And when you tilt it back, that tail drops. Feel that the more you align your knee with your hips and your shoulders, the deeper you're gonna feel that stretch. Engaging the core, lengthening. Again, you can stay here, or maybe even come off your chair to get a little deeper stretch, navel pulling in, and you can take that hand and reach up and over. Feel the tail tucking and just really deepening that stretch. Exhale, release, and when you come out, sit sideways on your chair, slide the other leg, adjust yourself. So you're more to the middle, to the back of the chair, so you have more space to turn. Inhale, let your arms go up. And as you exhale, turn to the back. Inhale, find a little bit more lift of the spine. And as you exhale, push with the back and pull with the front. Great. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, push with the back, pull with the front, and start to feel that deeper twist. Take one more breath in. And a big exhale. And then we release, we'll come back to the center. And we're gonna start to heel to toe again, just moving into the hips. Excellent. And now pausing here, just picking up your heels off the floor. So as you lift, I'm just going to turn to the side so perhaps you can see it a little bit better. So if you pick up your heels off the floor, you're going to start to feel that you engage the backs of your legs, your calves, your ankles, and then picking up the right leg one at a time. Just bend and extend the leg. So we start to get a little bit more knee mobility, ankle mobility. We're going to pause out there and point flex the toe and roll the ankle. And then you point flex and you roll it the other way. Nice. So just getting a little bit of ankle mobility. Great. And then just release it down. And just to find a little bit more engagement of your quads and also your core, can we pick up that leg? And again, it could just be slightly off the floor or a little bit higher. You're going to start to feel this muscle engaging, your quadriceps engaging, and your core engaging, almost like you had a belt or a corset pulling in and up. Try to keep that spine nice and long, and then release. Let's try it again, just for fun. Pick it up. And if your leg starts to shake, that's okay, right? It's common. So you're really feeling that muscle is really engaging. Great. And then we're going to pause and then just give it a little break. Just stretching onto your hamstrings. Let your heel push to the floor, toes point up. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Now, as you exhale, that knee can be soft. You're going to support on your bent leg, so don't push on that extended leg. And then, if it works for you, you can hinge to deepen the stretch. You can curl those toes more in the direction of your head, and you're going to feel that stretch in the back of your legs. Excellent. And we're going to come up. Beautiful. And you do a windshield wipe. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm just going to turn my chair back to the center again. And again, it's just picking that leg, point and flex. And if you want to just see how it actually looks a little bit more to the side, that might give you a better angle. And you're going to point, flex, and roll your ankle. And then point, flex, and roll it the other way. Excellent. So you're trying to keep your spine nice and tall. And then from here, we're going to extend the leg. If you want more support on that quadricep lifting and engagement, you can move further back. If you want to challenge yourself, you can actually move yourself a little bit more ahead and picking up that leg. You're going to feel those muscles engaging. Again, think about it. It's almost like a little corset or a belt lifting, pulling in and up. And then relax. And if you want to do one more, you can pick it up. Try to keep your shoulders relaxed and the spine nice and tall to really feel that engagement. And then relax it out and just kind of give it a little pumping, relaxing. And we're going to extend to find that stretch in the back of the leg. So it's your heel almost dropping and you feel that your hip is pushing back, the heel digging down and the toes curling more in the direction of your head. All those little things are going to add to the pose to make it a deeper stretch. And if you want less, You just hinge less. If you want more, you can go a little deeper. All right, and I'm just gonna come up. And again, doing that little windshield wiping again of the hips. So we're gonna finish here with a glute stretch. So stretching your glutes or performance. So there's several ways to do this. So this is what we call the figure 4 on the chair. So you can start by crossing the ankles and maybe hinging. If you have any knee issues or hip issues, perhaps this is as far as you can go. But if you don't, you start to cross the knee one on top of the other. You can hinge. And if you want to add more, you start to bring that shin a little closer. With the hinge, you're getting more and more under your glutes. The hardest one will be when the shin is more parallel to the floor and your chest comes closer to it. All right, so you don't have to be here. You can be someplace here and you can still feel it. Everybody's different. So just honoring your body where it is today and just maybe rolling that ankle. And again, it's a nice time to, again, to soften the neck and the jaw if you can. And then we're gonna come up and then release. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So just giving that little release into the hips. And let's try the other side. This time I feel completely different. So again, you know your body better than anybody else. Is it a crossing of the ankles? Is it crossing of the knees? Is it bringing in the shin or bringing it even more parallel, right? If you have that flexibility, you can roll your ankle. You can soften the head. And the hinge will definitely take you a little deeper into your stretch. Take a nice deep breath in. And a big sigh. Excellent, let's come and release that. So we're just gonna finish with one more stretch here. We call it the down dog on the chair, or it could be the down dog on your counter, on your table, wherever it is. We're gonna come off the chair and you're gonna move behind your chair. So just make sure that you have some space that you can step back and it's clear so you're not gonna trip onto anything. Again, it could also be that desk that you have there or a counter, or a table, and you just imagine that there's almost like a strap pulling that hip back so your spine stays nice and long. So you're not dumping into it, but you're engaging the core, and the arms stay straight if it's possible, maybe slightly bending if you need to. And you can drop your head maybe in the same line as your arms. And you feel it again, almost like somebody's pulling your sit bones back. And you get a nice stretch, and you can add a little bit of movement if you're like with one knee bending at a time, then you can even adding that looking under one armpit at a time. So this stretch can be done anywhere. You can do this on your kitchen counter if you're standing very long prepping food. You can do this when you wake up in the morning, put your hands on against your bed or the window or a wall, right? You can do this anywhere. And it's such a nice stretch. You can feel the stretch on the neck, on the spine, the side body, the arms, down the legs, all the way to your heels. Excellent. And as you exhale, slowly slide one leg forward, maybe do a little pumping into that heel like a runner stretch. You can even support your forearm. And then you can slide the other foot and back and support the other one. Maybe holding, maybe relaxing the head once again. And just take your time. Find yourself to come all the way up. And then when you're ready, you can return back to your chair, hopefully a little bit more energized and ready to take it on. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please take time to watch the other videos that we have on our website. Thank you. Be well.